Chinese food. I ain't ate since earlier this morning at 8:20.
For only a few cents a day, you can feed Amondo.
All I want is some orange chicken, little General Tao, medium.
He said the spice level.
No, like when the voices got like the little echo effect behind it. That nigga was doing that with his regular voice.
All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the StruggleHolics podcast, episode 122.
Yeah, 122.
Yeah.
122, 122s.
We are your host, Clayton,
Jay Smooth,
Alicia Keys,
and Mondo.
Mondo just asking for some Chinese food from his fiance.
Yes.
Fiance.
And she said, hell no, I got the baby.
Yeah. Everybody be like, oh, that's so cute when like you call and they're like, yeah, I'll do it. But in reality, like, I got the kids, nigga.
No, that's why I say I already told her. That's why I thought about it when I asked. I said, damn, she got the baby. I don't want her getting out the car with the baby to go get me Chinese food. I'm just gonna have to thug it out on the bike.
Let me ask you this, Mondo. If little Mondo with you in the car and you got to run in the gas station real quick, are you the parent that take him out with you or do you leave him in the car for that quick second?
For CPS purposes, I take him out with me.
That's smart. That's smart.
We can talk off podcast.
Diplomatic answer. I like that.
You gotta do the CPS.
But in reality, I take Kingston out with me every time because I'd be damned if I come back out and somebody got a camera pointed at my car because I left Kingston in the car seat while I ran and put 5 on 10 or some shit.
That's why I need tinted windows.
Even then, I feel bad if Kingston was older, like he's not in the car seat anymore. If he's like 6, 7 or whatever, I'd be like, yeah, you good. I'm just literally running to do this. But him at 2 is like, nah.
No, that's why I say I avoid trying to stop with them in the car anyway.
Me too.
If it's not like we actually going out and going to the store and stuff like that, I just wait.
Well, before we get into our topics, I wanted to ask each and every one of y'all this. How's y'all mental health doing?
Shit. Appreciate you tapping in with me on that.
Go ahead, Josh. You started it.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I would say I'm in a pretty good space mentally, more so than I'd say like a year ago or even 2 years ago, stuff like that. For me, it's been a pretty steady progression upwards, just being more like mentally stable, more emotionally mature, all those different things. But yeah, I mean, everybody has like little hiccups here and there, but overall, I just think it's been pretty good. So I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking, man. I appreciate it.
Alicia?
I'm fighting life, and the bitch got hands. She got hands.
She be fighting, I try to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, like, overall, mental space is pretty good. I just got some trials and tribulations I'm going through coming up. But I think I have a good support system around me, like y'all, and friends, family, things like that. I have a good job, a roof over my head, full fridge, snacks. So I can't really complain.
Yeah,
just working.
That's Mondo. How your mental health doing?
My mental health is doing great, man. Doing great. Figured some stuff out. Had some little stuff I had to figure out because I told you we selling the house later on this year, and so we trying to figure out our living arrangements. And we came up with I came up with an idea, but that did what I asked her because this was the thing. We was gonna move in. We was gonna sell the house. Use the money we get from the house to buy a couple houses, and we was gonna move in with my grandma for probably about a year just to get everything fixed up, and then we was gonna move into one of the houses. We got the kids now, and my grandma only has the 2-bedroom, and our house is not that big. Mm-hmm. So that we came to an agreement and asked each other. I asked her, like, "Is you cool with this plan?" She said, "Yeah." Later on down the line, I've been thinking, babe. No, I asked her 2 times, "Is she cool with the plan?" She said, "Yes." Then later on down the line, she come back and say, "Yeah, I've been thinking, I don't know, we got the kids, it's going to be a little space," and gave me all the excuses of why it ain't going to work. And I told her, I said, look, I done made this plan. We done been sucking with it, and we getting close to the date to where we finna start getting the house together to sell it. Mm-hmm. So I had to get that all figured out. So I've been really wrecking my brain trying to figure something out. And I came up with a nice solution that's hopefully, well, not hopefully, it is. We can profit off of that situation and also still not put ourselves in extra finances to put money towards the houses that we're trying to get.
So you gonna kick Granny out? No, I'm just playing.
No, we ain't kick Granny.
He's like, I came up with a solution.
We're buying an RV.
Okay.
Really?
Where you putting it though?
In my granny yard. My granny has literally.
Oh, like the one that you actually like haul around.
Yeah, no,
okay.
like the ones you can drive.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't think. I thought you would
really?
like one of those. Because they're not trailers, but they look like trailers.
No, I
it's
know
called
exactly
like
what you're talking
manufactured homes or whatever. That's what I thought you was meaning.
A big U-Haul, and we're gonna get an older one, and we're gonna make a YouTube channel of us renovating it and stuff, because that's a big thing on YouTube right now. So
that's what's up.
That's sweet.
I'm hoping it works.
Tap into that.
I'm hoping to go all good.
So
that'd be dope.
Plans. Yeah,
kind of sweet.
I actually like that. That sounds fucking amazing.
I was gonna ask you.
I say my mental health is overall is good because like I'm not depressed, but not motivated, and it's from being stuck in the house and not being able to just get up and go do shit. I'm not even working, so because I'm handicapped right for now, being stuck in the house kind of is like it's not depressing. It's just
got you a little down.
Yeah. And to the listeners, I'm sorry if you hear my son storming around up there. I told his mom to get him together. Y'all, if y'all got a 2-year-old, y'all know how that is. But yeah, like, because I don't want to say I'm depressed because I'm not. It's just, it's more stuff I want to do with our YouTube channel, more stuff like type of content I want to create and do stuff. But being stuck in the house kind of got me not motivated to do stuff. And this is prime time for me to be able to do it. Being off work, I have nothing but time, so there's really no excuse. So it's just a matter of getting out of that funk. Been praying more, been
I love that, brother.
Praying and trying to put actions behind the prayer, because prayer without work is pointless.
Dead as hell, boy. Dead as
hell. Slowly, so hopefully I get my own message that I'm trying to give myself and get up and start doing stuff. But overall, mentally, I'm pretty sane, pretty good.
That's good. So. And I say just try by starting to just do one little thing.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Just doing one little thing and seeing the change and just doing one little thing. It's like, oh, okay. Well, if I actually start putting in work, I'll see the change I've been trying to get. And like, yeah, that prayer without work is true as hell.
True.
So,
a book I recommend is Atomic Habits.
A time of what?
Atomic Habits.
A time in cabins.
Atomic, like an atomic bomb.
Yeah,
atomic habits.
I heard about that one.
I'm gonna send it to the group.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to read it too.
Get you a library card, please.
I didn't even know they still made library cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Free. Libby, you can listen to the Audible book.
Free
I ain't been to a library in years.
Send me that link for that.
Oh, that's so much fun.
This guy, it only take 2 seconds to go in the library. Just make a library card.
I haven't had a library card in like 10 years.
And your library literally right up the street, right there on 15 Mile.
So,
15 Mile and Gresham, right in the movie theater, right in front.
Damn, that's crazy.
So, Josh, you got some topics, or anybody in the group, y'all got topics?
Oh, I wanted to see. We can touch on the bus driver thing. Did y'all anybody give to that?
I've seen the headlines, but I haven't read into it or anything. So, tell us.
Damn, I don't know the lady name. So, what's the lady name for the movie? Not a movie, but the lady who be trying to fix people's lives. Yolanda Van Zam. Well, hold on.
He said the lady that be trying to fix people's lives.
Yeah, she got the little TV show.
I'm
Fix
like,
Your Life. Let's see. Let's go. But basically, the gist of it is, one of the ladies, she was asking her, would she date a bus driver? And the lady was saying, no, only if he owned the bus. That's the only reason she would date him. Only reason why she would date him. How do y'all feel about that?
Wait, so
she wouldn't date a regular bus driver. Just a regular guy.
Who said that?
I don't know the lady name. That's why it's hard.
She's a celebrity, though?
I don't know.
Or,
That
like,
was
she's
just-
a personality?
Probably
Mm.
internet personality type thing. So what? She's getting like shamed because she said she wouldn't deal with a dude that's a bus driver.
Mhm.
But why are they shaming her because of that though?
Because she went off into some other stuff.
Okay, so she wasn't like one of those people that like.
Yeah, she was like, she can't get with it at all. Because she was just talking about he not making enough money. It was basically just because of the money situation.
What
Nothing
does
else
the average
about it.
bus driver make? That's my question.
I don't even
Driver
care.
can make some money.
Yeah, I don't per se. If she don't want to date a bus driver, I look at that's her prerogative.
You looking it up?
But I say that's her prerogative. But
hit Twitter and hashtag bus driver.
If she's like dogging bus drivers, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm. So her mother used to be a bus driver.
Who?
Her mother used to be a bus driver.
Okay, so she got some personal history.
She's carrying that with her. It's the trauma.
So now we getting deeper.
Average bus driver, by the way, makes between 29 to 43,000. So average is 36, according to ZipRecruiter.
So regular 9 to 5 dude.
And regular.
Shit.
Well, as of
in the city, though, 'cause you can
May,
make some money doing bus driving.
oh, hold on, wait, see it somewhere else. According to salary.com, I guess you want to call that a source. They said 42,000 is the average as of May 1st of this year.
All right.
So
yeah.
I mean, regular 9 to 5.
Yeah,
That's
that's the average though. So that's really depending on what state and stuff you in.
Fact.
It can vary.
low end is like 35, 36.
Okay.
Then higher end, you see people making maybe up to 50, something like that.
She must have been carrying that trauma with her because why are you so pressed about it? Did she mean it strictly for the salary? Because that's a little crazy.
I think she was just saying like money wise, and they were saying he's just comfortable with being. She doesn't accept that he's just comfortable with being a bus driver.
That's just her prerogative.
Mm-hmm.
If she's not shaming people, if she's just like, if that's what you do, that's
she
what
was
you
on the
do.
line.
I would say if she's like, if that's what, if,
put a video up.
if she's like, if that's what
It's
you
a
do,
video.
that's what you do. But if I don't know,
I would date a bus driver probably.
Yeah, I mean, if you dating a bus driver, you dating a bus driver.
You know, especially that man loving you and treating you right. You can have I know people who got good livings off bus driving.
Yeah, and then one thing that I have an issue with too, we have to stop making it seem like just because somebody is comfortable like having a normal job that it's somehow a bad thing.
My bad. Was it on the Breakfast Club when they were talking about it? No?
She went on the Breakfast Club, but that's not the original video. It should be her and Yolanda Van Jam. I keep pronouncing this lady name wrong.
Oh, okay.
Is that it?
That's it.
Yep.
Hold on.
Well, I don't know. I can't see.
Wait, is that her, the pretty one?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Would you date a bus driver?
Oh, I didn't know you even see this whole video.
Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus. Would you date a bus driver?
Like, bitch, I don't care about none of that.
Oh, she's like a news personality.
Yeah, oh no. I know who she is, because she be on the Breakfast Club too.
Hey, she kind of fine. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
she
gonna hold you.
nice.
She can say, I don't want to date the bus driver.
If you don't want to date a bus driver, that's your prerogative, and it should be cool.
And she's kind of like not a celebrity, but you know what I mean. She's a personality. She's got a name out there, so I can understand.
It's not that big.
It might be a little bit of but it might be a little bit of disconnect there.
And this is my thing. Where is the disconnect?
Maybe her the circles
like the circle that she's
around. So she's not really associating with people that would be bus drivers necessarily.
But this is the thing. If I'm a bus driver, that doesn't mean I'm not cultured. That don't mean I can't go in different rooms and I can't have certain conversations. My job, I sit in the room but in a bus with people all day, all types. So I think social media conversation.
I think social media is where the disconnect happened. Because everybody see what social media only shows people's highest moments. Obviously, it shows some low moments of people, but that's when people are trying to like dog you. But it shows social media, you see everybody's high moments that they choose to share. You don't see them when they down. So if you see a bunch of these women with their high moments with all these different dudes type shit, a lot of women be like, yo, I want that. I'm not about to settle for anything else. And then also, too, when you get other people always boosting your ego, constantly telling you, oh, you, like, fuck that bus driver, you deserve this, blah, blah, blah. And then you got hella dudes in your inbox, especially her. I'm pretty sure she's known, so she got hella dudes in her inbox. They set the bar high already. These famous people that's probably flying her out, buying her these expensive gifts. So now that's her standard. That's what she wants. So a bus driver don't have any chance with her.
Unless he owns the bus.
Even if he owns the bus, like, you might not still be able to.
It sounded like he had a better chance.
If you were already together, maybe. You know what I'm saying? If y'all met at a different, but I'm saying at the point where she's at, I understand where she's coming from.
She would have left him.
She didn't have to say it so rude.
Woman explain it to us then.
I can understand like what she's saying because, like you just said, she's used to that certain kind of lifestyle. She probably has expectations. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm not judging for having salary expectations for a man. Some women do, and maybe that's not part of your relationship.
Also, I said this to Josh before too. A lot of dudes dog women because of like their high expectations and shit like that.
Yeah.
But you gotta look at it from their lens. Where if I got dudes willing to buy me XYZ or take me out to eat or do all this extra shit for me, and then here you are, a bus driver, for example, you trying to take me out and take me serious, but you can't give me what I'm used to getting. Why should I downgrade my life to settle with you versus what I'm already used to, where these other dudes have already shown that they can give me this? Why should I have to, in a sense, downgrade my lifestyle to settle with you?
This is my argument to that. Only place you are downgrading your lifestyle is financially. Everywhere else, you're upgrading.
I was gonna say
because these niggas didn't take you serious. You're not with none of them. All they doing is fucking on you. Yeah. So only place you're downgrading is financially. So you're telling me that financial is more important than me uplifting you spiritually, emotionally, physically being there for you, and actually caring and truly valuing you for a person instead of just a pussy?
I mean, but a lot of these women feel like they can get all that out of this dude. But I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not picking a side here. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
We just having a conversation. Like it's just for conversation purpose. We pot.
I feel like sometimes they get overshadowed, and those things kind of get pushed to the side when you're so money hungry or motivated on the one thing. Because a relationship is about like all, getting into it. Relationship should be about all the morals, the values, everything that you are looking for, I would hope. But some people get blinded by the money, I feel. Especially women sometimes, especially when they're treated a certain way. They're like, oh, he's buying me things. He's taking me out. He's doing this. Like, they just get into this mode.
They make those red flags
equivalent love. And that means everything's being met. But low key, he could be a shitty ass human being. He could be rich as hell and be shitty.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, bus driver, he probably would do the absolute most for you. He might not have a lot, but he's always going to take care of you, make sure your needs are met. Yeah, he can't buy you that brand new this and brand new that, but he probably gonna remember your birthday, remember your anniversary.
I said
dick you down, right?
I said to Kayla the other day, I'm like, finances can fix a lot of problems long term. I mean, financial can fix. You could basically the gist I'm trying to get to is that finances can last longer than somebody that just dick you down good.
Oh, well, I want
women put up with a lot more. If you buy her so much shit, XYZ, they'll stay with you longer than somebody that just got good dick but no money.
That's true.
So if you paying all these expenses and everything, she just putting up with it for so long, and she is trying to extract that extra shit out of you, but you might not. You could just be a downright dirty person that just don't got that in you. I'm just looking at it from sense of like a lot of men dog women for their experiences, what they're going through. But if I'm used to getting these purses, getting these dinners, or getting everything I asked for, then here you are, you can't even give me half of this shit. Why should I have to stop getting what I want because you want to date me?
Your value system is off. Like, Yeah, I think that's what it boiled down to because you're prioritizing more materialistic things than what's actually your supposed desire.
I don't even think it's materialistic things they value. I think they are.
I didn't mean to cut you.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, Josh. I think the materialistic thing is you're showing me that okay, you can buy me the shit that I like. Okay, now I'm interested in you. Now I want to see the person. Now I'm trying to get to know you more. But you might not be trying to give me all that. You're probably just trying to buy me a couple things, fuck me, then dip. But I'm trying to make you become serious with me. That's how I see the women that are dating these dudes that's doing all that. They're trying to get that out of them. And the dude's just like, you just a piece of pussy.
I feel like a lot of them dudes that just be throwing the money at the women a lot of times be simp ass niggas. So I'm just gonna keep it a stack.
I don't think it's that absolute. Some
Like,
people, some men, okay, you gotta look at it by like point of view, like how you're raised too. Like some men, like if they have the money, like they want to spend it. They want to take care of you. They don't want you to stress about things.
I think that's
like I'm saying, say if you came into some money at some point, like a more amount of money, and you liked somebody and you care for somebody, you wouldn't have an issue spending money on them. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's just a men DNA. Like men want to.
They want to do it.
They want to do stuff for their woman,
and
whether it's financially.
If you look good, and the man's just throwing money at you.
Say it again.
But
if you my girl.
Or
exactly. Some guys don't even care though. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're not that girl, they're still gonna throw money at you.
We ain't got that kind of money to just throw like that though.
But if you had that kind of money,
I had cheese to just throw if I wanted to, but I wasn't because I didn't really have a lot of responsibilities during the time.
But do you got cheese just to throw at multiple, like $5,000 at multiple women though?
No, I ain't got no $5,000. I'm not throwing no $5,000.
No, I'm saying, but some of these dudes do, and it's not that they simping.
I really ain't even take girls on dates for real.
Listen,
some don't have to.
Dudes,
I'm gonna talk to you, baby. I can talk. We gonna have a conversation.
Ask women that y'all know, or Alisha, for example, how many dudes have you met that had money but had no game or no personality?
Yeah, that's true.
The dudes with money, they money just show like, hey,
it hides their lack of game. It hides their lack of game.
It hides the lack of game, and it'll open. I can date you faster than somebody that actually have game because I'm showing you the money. But then once you date me, you see there's ain't shit really about me but money. You gonna stick around longer because I got the money.
Not only that, you might even entertain the conversation before the guy with no money.
Yeah.
Like you spend a little bit of money, you already got that girl's attention. Exactly. Sorry, it's true.
I don't know.
Money talks.
I don't even think it's simple. I think that's just their version of game.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bit really.
I know girls who, if you gonna spend some money, they not really even talking to you for real. They just having you spend money.
Simping is when you're spending money you don't have. That's where you're really fucking up.
It's both ways.
You don't even got the money and you're spending it like, and she doesn't give a fuck.
It's tricking if you got it too. I don't give a fuck what the nigga.
Yes.
Well, you're tricking. Exactly. Don't just try to make it all spicy and cool. No, nigga, you still tricking.
You feeding your audience.
Yeah.
You making her feel good. It ain't tricking if you got a girl. It's okay.
No, it's tricking.
You got a girl. It's okay. Nah.
But it's okay to trick. Let's not get this confused.
Get the money. Show me the money.
Go ahead and trick, fellas, if that's what you about.
Simping is only simping when you doing the most for a chick or you're doing the most for chicks. And it's not being reciprocated or appreciated.
Yeah, that's for sure.
If a chick tell you, I don't want to fuck you, I don't want to do X, Y, Z with you, and you continue to keep trying to do it with that girl, you simping.
Yeah.
Or if your needs aren't being met, then I don't mean sexual. I mean like overall. No, I'm saying like if it was reversed. If you were doing that and your needs aren't being met from the woman and you're just out here doing whatever. You're simping.
I don't think that's simping.
Question: Can you
definitely simping?
Wait.
Hold on. You waiting on her hand and foot and she's not doing nothing?
That's simping.
You're simping.
Hold on, wait.
You're locked up.
So
go ahead, John. We got to get back to this, Clay.
So let's say, for example, you are getting play, but it's more like transactionally based. Is that still simping?
That's just your version of game. If you got the money to spend like that, that's just your version of game.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I look at it.
All game ain't good game.
Exactly. Yeah,
if it's being reciprocated,
you could be out here
even if it's being reciprocated, does not make it good game. It don't.
No, but
you could be out here like Dylan Brooks.
Though.
You could be out here with a terrible fucking game, but you're still in the league. You could be like Jordan Poole. You could be hot. You could be hot for a few games. Then you could be ice cold for a while.
Yeah.
Then you get back hot again.
Hey man, it's too many baddies at Staples Center.
I'm not knocking the women who do it.
Why is there only a handful of superstars in the NBA? because everybody don't got game like that all the time.
Consistent game.
There's some people out there with game where they hot and cold. Majority of people is hot and cold. Then you have the people who just absolutely terrible. Then you have the people that just constant game where they just out here running everything.
They balling.
Everything goes back to, you can bring it back to the NBA. At the end of the day, the game runs like the NBA.
If you got it, it's gonna show when it matters.
You can be like DeAndre Ayton. When the lights get bright and you actually gotta put in work and show your game for real. When
you
the
get
lights
a
are
back
all
contusion
on you,
in Game 6.
when the lights are all on you and you fumbling, you fucking up out here. Like, oh, nigga, you ain't got it for real, bro.
Ain't got no goddamn contusion.
Dog, man,
confusion. That boy is lost. Talking about dominating. Boy, your name is your shit.
You out here playing terrible. You talk a good game, and then when it's time to actually bag it, when it's time to bag her, and the lights are on you, and it's the brightest, all right, you good to go, and you'll see him out here stumbling. You fucking up. But back to what Alisha was saying about simping.
Yeah, if you are literally doing everything for her and she ain't giving you
the
shit,
all right, let's get a clarification
That's
first.
simp.
Let's get a clarification. Who is her to me?
The girl you trying to get.
Even if that's your girlfriend, if you do
That's
all
true.
this, she not
That's
even
true.
giving you
Any girl.
nothing back in return at all.
That's not related to you.
It depends.
But you're trying to fuck.
Time out, Clay. What's the
Depends on
terms
what?
and conditions?
Hold on.
Yeah, what's the terms and conditions?
Apparently, I missed that part. I just signed the motherfucker
Okay,
without looking.
Let's make your argument. You had the floor.
Every relationship goes through hardships.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like once y'all get comfortable, whatever. It ain't like it ain't gonna be like the beginning of the relationship.
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously. So it's gonna be times. There's gonna be times you're carrying more load than she is.
Oh, that's acceptable.
So you're
still meeting her needs though at some point.
You're meeting her
Or
needs,
she's
but
gonna
she might not be meeting yours.
Let them cook.
And I'm not saying this is going on for like months on end. I'm saying like it's gonna be times where she might not be hitting all your needs. Then there's times where y'all sit down, have this conversation, and get everything back on track, and have to work back into that.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm
not
saying
simping,
like
though. That's
none
just
at
fixing
all.
the
She's not
relationship.
reciprocating
Yeah,
at all. If you're in a
none at
relationship,
all.
at some point, she's just gonna naturally, I would hope, meet at least one of your needs at one point.
I would hope so too, but I'm saying like trying to save your relationship because something's off in your relationship with your partner and she's not doing shit to satisfy you. You got to get to the root of it. Now, after y'all have this conversation and shit don't change and you continue trying to do it, it's like, all right, bro, now you kind of looking like,
Simping.
I just don't want to call a nigga a simp just because he's trying to save his relationship.
I mean, before
We
the
not saying
relationship
this-
is really
yeah.
entertaining.
That's why
We're
I say it
saying-
depends.
Oh no, not like your husband and wife, or even dating. I'm saying, or like in a relationship. I'm saying like you're trying to get this girl to be yours, basically the beginning stages.
I want.
That's where I'm kind of. But you can simp your relationship too, low key.
You can.
I ain't gonna
saying.
lie.
I understand. It is times in your relationship where she might not be meeting all of them, but if you ain't meeting none of them, not damn one of them,
Nothing, not one.
That's why I said it's time to
another
have this
nigga.
conversation.
It's another nigga.
Nah.
This another nigga.
It took
I don't
way
give a fuck.
it took way too long to have this conversation, in my opinion. If it, like,
Oh my god.
Where that nigga at?
y'all in a relationship
Don't be
and
with him,
nothing's
Jack.
being equalized out
You
here.
ain't
Crazy.
meeting not one. I'm not asking for all. Not
One.
I ain't even asking
one.
for 5.
You ain't not even a thank you, no nothing.
Like just fold my laundry or something.
not
Like
even a
something.
sock.
Bring me my favorite snack from the kitchen. Like one need, one small tiny need. Because if not, and you're just doing everything, no, that's something else. That's crazy. And that's the energy I need in my life. Thank you very much.
I think
To summarize.
I think it's a conversation.
I need me a good
No, I think
simp.
it's definitely a conversation. Who
Not
that
a long
nigga
one,
is?
Yeah, it's not a long conversation.
Who that nigga
I agree.
is? What's going on, Jack? Somebody got your attention to where you not even considering one need, because you know when it's off.
Yeah.
Both of y'all know when it's
Yeah.
off.
And like,
I mean,
you
it can be off and you still meet at least one or two needs.
That's all right. I'm not saying like she's not meeting absolutely any needs, but like if
That's
she's
what we
doing,
saying,
like,
Clay. That's
bare minimum.
yeah.
like, no, like
she's doing bare
nothing.
minimum. Like like the relationship right now at this point might be like 90-10.
Yeah, that's
type
all right.
shit.
You still in it though.
Like
you know
still,
what I mean?
You still hitting your responsibilities.
still
and
know
everything,
she's
but
in
she used to make you lunch for work every night or whatever. She's not doing that. All right, cool. Like whatever. I ain't tripping on that. she used to fold your laundry. She probably ain't fold your laundry
I
this
might
time.
ask a question about the food not getting made. I would probably say
Where my sandwiches?
But I'm just saying, like, these few things like she used to do and she like stopped doing. She might not do it for like a week or so. It's like, all right, what's going on? Like, what's the issue? Like, you know when it's off.
Yeah.
So y'all have this conversation to figure out.
Yeah.
But just because you keep doing your shit and she's slacking on some of her shit, don't mean you simping just because you still doing your part.
I agree with that. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to.
No.
Like, you're not
You're
simping
right.
just because you're doing your part.
Because it's going to come times in a relationship where certain parts will lack, and then you just conversation.
You got to pick up each other's slack.
He cooked. He cooked.
So that's all.
But
if y'all ain't in a relationship,
He had to serve up the
in a
meal.
relationship at all, boy, you better beat it.
If you ain't like, if I don't even got your attention or anything, it's like, all right, now something's up.
Yeah. Jackson, what you are?
Why did my mind go exactly there? He did it.
I was just stretching. I don't know what you mean.
But don't be out there simping, fellas.
I love me a good simp.
No, you don't.
I love me a good simp.
You don't love him. You don't love him. You like what he gives you.
If you're not, I
she
love a
loves
simp.
him. That's what he
If you're not
provides.
simping for me, we're not gonna ride. We're not gonna ride.
It's different kinds of love, fellas. It's different
That-
kinds of
I still
love.
got my dignity.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
man.
I got my
I'm
dignity.
learning that day by day.
At the end of the
we
day,
not
if I ain't got
saying-
shit
No,
else, I got
I'm
my
not
dignity.
saying
I got my
like
dignity.
fully, but I need some simpness. I need a little bit of simp. Like
Catch
you're gonna
me
have to
simping,
just
girl.
pull up.
I'll be damned if I'm caught lacking.
I'm like, oh, he's a little simp. That's so cute. That's so cute.
If
to
that
me.
came out of Kayla's mouth,
Hell no.
If you let a woman call you that,
Yo,
I love that.
just go
Hell
ahead,
no.
get the
You
shovel,
got me fucked up.
dig your own
I don't care.
grave.
Matter of
and
fact,
go ahead
if
and lay in it.
Kayla was to say that, I don't give a fuck where we at. We could be in front of her parents. I'm gonna check that shit right then and there.
yeah, I'm like, what's that? We never none about
Hey,
right
we
now.
all had to simp before. Have y'all? I don't even got
Pimp
that.
hand strong.
I've simped before. Don't lie on this
if a chick-
podcast. This
I'm
is
not
not
lying.
truthful.
Listen,
Never.
I was a simp before.
Thank you.
I've been there.
No,
I
one
knew
time.
you was we knew you was.
One hit wonder.
Listen, it took
Wow. Okay.
I knew.
it took a lot for me. I'm never the person to approach a chick. So if I did, whether it's like via DM or via in person, that took a lot for me. So if you're not even showing any kind of interest in me, I'm falling way off. Like, all right, cool.
Off the
I'm done.
map. Type shit.
I'm not-
it was one time back in high school. I was with a hoe. Damn, girl, you was a hoe.
Damn, I was too. I remember that one.
Only one. She was a hoe. She was a hoe.
I'm a certified simp, so I ain't even gonna hold you.
What'd you do?
Yeah.
Like, I want to get this understanding of like what you saying made you simp. Like, what did you do?
Like, what type of behaviors?
I'm not even talking about her behaviors, but like, I need
No,
to
like
know
how
what
he was
he
acting.
was
I really
doing.
ain't really wasn't doing no extra shit. I was just with a hoe.
Just because you date a hoe don't make you a simp,
you a
though.
simp.
But
did
you were
sorry,
investing.
let me ask this.
Yeah,
Let me
you
ask
knew
this.
you were getting played and kept.
No, I ain't even know I was getting. It was later on. I figured it out.
Did you know she was a hoe while you were dating her?
No, yeah, later on I figured it out.
No, while you
beforehand, no. But this is
before
the
you
thing.
dated her or anything.
While you were dating her, you found out.
Yeah, it kind of showed it like, but I was warned.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to me.
Listen.
So was I.
I was warned 2 times, but they didn't even tell me. Like, they just told me don't do it. Let me go down memory lane. Oh my god.
Let me go down.
I got a story after.
Oh my god, Lord Jesus.
I was a simp once.
I was a simp once.
Smokes the
Once
pipe.
upon a simp time.
I think we all dated a hoe because I dated one in high school too.
Listen, bro.
I
First
never
person.
dated no hoe.
I'm
was
not
the
even.
hoe.
I'm not gonna reveal no names. Shout out to my girl O. He's real cool.
Oh.
Yeah. She was in lunch, and she seen me and her kicking it. Me and the girl kicking it. We call her Ian. Me and Ian kicking it a little too strong. And she came and she sat down with me and said, Mondo, you better not do that. He said, boy, you better not do that. I was like, man, I ain't doing nothing. We just cool. We just kicking it. It ain't nothing for real. Then in the base with me and my homeboys, it was his ex.
Ooh, you dirty.
No, listen.
God damn you, dirty bitch, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch.
This was some old stuff because we wasn't mans, but that's still my nigga. That's my nigga to this day. I still fuck with him. And he was like, he guess he's seen us kicking it for real. He was like, don't do it, bro. I'm telling you, don't do it. And I said, "No, man, ain't nothing going on, man. We just kicking it. She ain't that serious."
Stage of denial.
Denial. End up getting with her. This one I knew. This is why I call myself a simp right here. This is the moment. This is the moment. I go back to this every once in a while. Because we were in high school, but I forgot what happened. She was out. They had went to fucking Tim Hortons or something. And I guess an older guy was trying to talk to her. And she denied him. And she told me about it. And, oh, that's my baby. That's my baby. But she's back in my day. Back in older days, I might have talked to him. I'm like, yeah, I'm a simp.
She said that?
Yeah.
What's she being her old? How old were y'all? What's she
Senior year of high school. Senior year of high school.
Older days.
Senior year, Jack.
Shout out to Ann. You my girl for real?
Senior year, bro.
She said back in my old days, Mondo was like, you what?
2 weeks ago, bitch?
She said, back in the older days. So you mean when you was younger, you would have talked to this grown-ass nigga? Okay.
I was with a hoe.
Josh, what's your whole story?
I was down bad.
What's your whole story, Josh?
Oh, my God. All right.
You got to remember this, man. I came a long ways, man. I came a long ways.
All right, so my high school hoe story. There was this girl that, like, she was a grade under me. Her name, I'm gonna give her a fake name. Her name gonna be Samantha for this. That's not her name. Yeah, we're gonna do Sam. So Sam likes to go to all the football games. You know, on Fridays, you know, at school they always had the football games. Our school was kind of lit for football. We was MAC, white or whatever. You know, so she would come up to the games and stuff. And before we were in the same building, because there were separate buildings at like my high school for 9th grade, and then there was a 10, 11, and 12. So she was at the 9th grade building, and I was at the 10, 11, 12 because I'm one grade up. And like we meet up football games, you know, like kicking all that stuff, and she would like make, you know, like she liked me and all that stuff. But I'm like, you just talking shit, like whatever. Then we end up getting the same building next year, and then you know she started talking a little bit more and like actually trying to like make moves on me. Like me at that time, I'm not the dude that's gonna slide or make a move. You got to make it abundantly, apparently clear for me to like slide or make a move. I'm like, oh shit, like she feeling it. So then, you know, we start dating, talking, doing the whole thing. And then this new nigga start going to the school.
It's always the new nigga.
This nigga Josh got a whole like a fucking that's a High School Musical movie.
It's always the new nigga
the
coming to
main
school.
villain.
And the new nigga be innocent because he come to, I don't know nobody.
But
he don't even be
nigga.
cute either. He's really not all that.
He wasn't.
They never all
Josh
that.
wasn't.
One cute
They just
Josh.
new and shiny.
No, like not even on like no like hate and shit. That nigga, he wasn't even. Like,
You be
come
seeing
on,
him
dog.
too.
Hey. Hey,
I'm hating now.
Mondo, you want to know how
They're
we
never
know how I
cute.
know he hating? Josh sweating right now. This nigga Josh is hot.
He wasn't cute.
Nigga wasn't even cute, man.
This nigga Josh is hot right now.
I'm like, why do I got this hoodie already?
You gotta think we walk in day after day looking at the same niggas and we're like, damn, I'd already talked to him. She didn't already fuck with him. And then the shiny one, the new one appeared.
Listen,
all right, hear me out.
The new dude come and all the girls are throwing themselves at him. I don't know who the fuck you date. I don't know nobody. Now niggas hating on him because it's like, nigga, I don't know nobody. It ain't my fault they coming at me. It's just because you knew.
So what I will say, I'm not gonna say I was where I am now, obviously, but he had me. He had me like a step. But I'm not saying he was like, it ain't feel like it was enough for him to take my woman type shit. Anyways, I'm getting to that myself.
What you mean?
I got two stories. Because talking about a new nigga, like Hazel Park High School. One's Hazel Park High School, one's my other high school. But anyway.
All right, so then like he was in some of the classes that we had together, and then like it would start to get to a point where I ended up like going to meet up with her, and then that nigga was there. I'm like
He was
all right,
there.
dog. All right.
You were sipping.
Let him finish bleaching.
No, but like at the time, like he the new kid, and I was cool with him too, Because I also knew him, like,
Damn, Josh, you hitting home from one of my niggas. Like, God damn, that shit happened.
Nigga, so, like, we were actually cool and everything, too. And then all of a sudden, like, she started acting a little different. Like, the check marks that were there, I'm like, oh, yeah, this shit working. She took a motherfucking eraser to them bitches. Because them boys started disappearing one after another. Like, oh, yeah, you know, like, we have our little corner in the school where we do our little make out thing and then go whatever. And then all of a sudden she's like, I can't really do that anymore. Like there's people at school that might tell my mom and all this stuff. So I don't want to end up getting in trouble for that.
She brought her mama into this.
So I had to go for it because I'm a gullible ass nigga and I'm in 11th grade, bro. Like, I'm like, well, what you want me to do? Like, all right. So it was like that type of shit. And then one day at a football game, one of the dudes, one dude that I knew that was on the basketball team that I was cool with, he ended up telling me like, "Yo, you still with Sam?" Like, yeah, we still talking. Like, oh, I heard her on her and old boy, they doing their thing. I'm like, they did what?
Well, they bump skinnies.
They knock your boots.
Yeah.
You bump skinnies yet?
No.
Oh,
that was
man.
Nigga.
Got the first baby.
Oh, Josh.
Nigga.
Simping.
Damn, Josh, he didn't get done. He
Never,
came in.
never even knew.
Big simping.
That boy came fresh off the bus with the little knapsack stick. Stretching to some cheeks.
And then so
that nigga.
So I find this out.
I like this school. This school.
This school lit.
So
welcome home once again.
So the only way that I could really salvage any of this situation and get some type of get back of any kind, at this time, it was homecoming was coming up at this time because it was earlier on in the school year. So homecoming was coming up, and she was like, "Yeah, we going to homecoming and everything." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm buy your tickets." This was like agreed upon before I found out about that shit, and it was the last Friday, like the week before I had found out about her doing that shit. So that next Friday was gonna be the last day that you could buy the tickets. So I found that shit out, and I just I played it low like the whole week and everything. I didn't say shit, and then it got time for the day, and then she was on the phone with me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know where you're gonna get your ticket from, but I just got one from me, basically." I just hung up the phone, and then it was kind of just that. And then throughout the next like weeks and shit, they're dating now, and then it just like everything just didn't happen.
Walking through the hallways together.
So Josh, your
The
get
daily
back
walking.
really, your get back really ain't get back.
Yeah, I was gonna say she got her finally.
No.
He got the ticket for her.
No. So
They probably had
the only way I could
outfits.
that was the only way I could really get any type of get back. Yeah.
Damn.
That's my high school whole story.
My story.
Boy, Josh got you that water after that.
my two stories. This one really ain't. The first story really ain't much. It's just because Josh's story is kind of similar to how mine was when I was going to Hazel Park. So Alisha, you remember Hazel Park High School, how the lunchroom was set up, right?
Unfortunately.
And you knew the hallway on side of the lunchroom where the gym was, right?
It's in my nightmares, yes.
So that was like my little area where I was like make out with old girl I was talking to at the time. So like
in the hallway? You was wild.
Come on now.
That was the make out hallway.
But it was like
everybody would make
in
out
the
in the
little
hallway.
duct in
No
like
cameras right there.
literally where the
We
gym
got
doors
cameras
was
in
in the
our
hallway. We was like right in between that window right there. And it was just she came on to me. We went to homecoming together and everything. We started making out and everything. I'm like, cool. That's the first time I got to like play pocket pool in her pants. So, I mean,
You was fishing for the ball.
basically, yeah. You
I
know,
don't even like that term.
Pause.
But you know,
What the fuck?
Had his hand in the pocket. Had his hand in the
basically, my hand was
Hand
the
in
pool.
cookie jar.
My hand was the pool stick.
Okay, we get it.
At least it's like enough of this. But anyway,
pocket. You playing pocket pool, you know, you never mind.
but I couldn't find a better term for that.
I know. Go ahead. We
Anyway.
got you just.
Anyway, so like that was our shit for like the first couple of weeks, like right shortly after homecoming and everything. I'm like, cool, I'm digging it. I'm like, yo, okay, I'm gonna make this my girl. A new nigga come to school.
Dun, dun, dun.
So then
them new niggas.
And then I had a couple classes with him, so I got to know him. Like we got
Damn,
cool.
me
We was
too,
shooting the
nigga.
shit, blah blah blah. And then like I want to say like a day or so after he like there, old girl started acting distant towards me. I'm like, something just
Mr. Studio Girl.
yeah, and I was like, we used to be on the phone and shit and text and shit. I ain't getting like texts and shit. Like, something's different. So then she like basically broke it off with me. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, just trying to play it off like the shit ain't bothering me. Like, all right, fine, whatever. So it's lunchtime. I'm like, I knew what I used to do, but I'm like, ain't shit for me to do. So I was like, nope, I ain't talking to nobody.
Eat lunch?
So I ate lunch or whatever. And I'm walking down the hallway. Said hallway. As I'm walking past the hallway in that spot, it's her and old dude. It's her and new dude right there. So I'm like, I see
Damn, not even a week. This has been a week.
No, same day after she broke it off. Like there, I'm like, oh shit. I kept it moving.
You hoes.
In that hallway.
Literally same spot. So I'm like, damn. So then, dude ended up. I like after lunch, the next class was with dude. So he's like, bro, my bad. I ain't know. Blah blah. I'm like, I ain't even mad at you. I'm like, I imagine like, did you know that was my girl? He's like, no, I didn't. He like, she ain't say shit. Like after you walked off is when she told me like, yeah, I used to. Blah blah. He's like, I felt bad.
Oh, wait, they both seen you?
Yeah. They see.
I would have
they
offered
seen
myself
me,
that day. I'm
and she-
sorry.
She stopped and like acted like all embarrassed and shit. So he was like, "Yo, what up, though?" I was
That's
like, "What up?" And kept it
He
moving.
greets you too.
Yeah.
The same spot.
He didn't know. He didn't know that
I
was my
know
girl.
that's the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So,
You can find another
He said
area.
after,
You
he
a
said after I
hoe.
walked off. After I walked off is when he like she told him he's next class. He was like, "Bro, I ain't know." Blah blah. I'm like, I ain't mad at you. If you ain't know, you ain't know. And that's when I learned new niggas is always new niggas is Mr. Studio Girl in high school.
They nice and
Dog.
shiny.
Oh my god.
So
Happened in Karate Kid.
but then,
All the great
Remember when he
movies.
started this shit? He was like, "Yeah, this one ain't even that bad or nothing like that." I'm like, nigga, what?
I did not expect
I mean this whole story. Though,
What's the other one?
This whole story is when I was going to South Lake. I ain't gonna say Brianna's name like that, but
Nigga, bye.
Damn,
Hey,
Brianna.
fuck you, Rihanna, for real. If you did what I think you did.
so I'm
This one's
dating
for
her.
you.
Mind you, she had a kid at this time.
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Where the damn?
Oh, this is interesting. This is
Okay,
interesting.
wait a minute.
Oh.
So I'm dating
How old was
her.
the kid?
I don't think she was a year. I can't remember.
This is in high school
Yeah,
What year of high school?
I was senior,
already.
was
then.
she?
What-
junior.
Already
she been
then.
giving
She
cheeks
said
Oh,
16 and pregnant.
okay.
Already then.
So I remember I was cool with my homegirl Monique. Monique told me like, "Yo, I know I know somebody that like you." Like, thing like, "Yo, who?" And don't want to tell me for a while and tell me who it is. Like, "Oh, okay, cool." So we started shooting and shit. We started getting cool. Then we started dating, and
Did you know she had the kid before or after
Yeah,
y'all
I
started
knew.
dating?
I
Beforehand?
knew. I mean, she wasn't asking me like. Obviously, we kids. She ain't asking me to take care of the kid or nothing like that. So I
No,
wasn't
no,
tripping.
we not. That's not.
We
what
just
I was
wanted to
asking.
know.
I was
Clarification.
wondering
We didn't
Yeah,
know if that was
yeah,
going to be like a
Yeah,
shocker.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
live
we-
audition type
Surprise.
shit. Yeah, yeah.
I knew
Over
ahead
the
of
house,
time.
Uh,
So we was cool, hooking up, all that type stuff. And then I'm trying to remember exactly how this went down. She called me one night. It's like 1 a.m. And she called me and she's like, "Hey, I got a question for you." I'm like, "What's up?" She like, "You ever cheated on me before?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "You sure somebody told me blah, blah?" I'm like, "Who the fuck told you that?" And she's like, "I'm just asking." I'm like, "No, I never did. Have you cheated on me before?" She's like, "Haha, you funny." Like, the fuck? So I'm like, "The fuck you mean?" So
She hit him with
that's what it was. That's what it was.
Thank you, Judge.
So I'm like, "The fuck you mean? Like, have you cheated on me before?" And she once again was like, "You funny." So I hung up. I was like, "Bitch, I'm done with you." Hung up. So she called me back, and Monique's on the phone. They're like, "No, we were just playing the game, trying to see if like Monique did that to her boyfriend. So we just trying to disguise it, like trying to see what your reaction would
Monique, we
be."
beefing now too. Fuck you too, Monique.
So
Wait, who was Monique again?
she was
The-
my.
that's the
she-
bestie?
No. Matter of fact, it wasn't Monique because Monique is the one who told me she did cheat on me. So it wasn't Monique.
Okay,
It
never mind,
was a
Monique.
different chick. It was
We
her.
riding Monique.
Anyway.
She
Real
riding with
one.
us.
Shout out to you.
Monique
So
real.
couple weeks go by, and who the fuck tells me this? My homegirl Janae. So Josh, you remember my friend Keegan was on here, right?
Yeah.
Her older sister.
Oh, okay.
Janae was best friends with Brianna's younger sister, and she was over at their house, and Brianna's ex-boyfriend was over, and when Janae like was over there, she's sitting on top of his lap, like facing him, like
She sat on him.
yeah, she's sitting on
She
him,
sat on
like
him.
basically like she making out with the nigga, and she like yo. So Janae calls me and tells me that's what she's seen. So I call Brianna. She's like, Janae lying about. I'm like, why the fuck would Janae lie about this? She has no reason to lie to me about the situation. So like, what? Like, bitch, I'm done with you. Blah blah. So, I hit dude up on Facebook. I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to start no issue with you or
You
nothing.
came to him as a man.
Oh.
You came to him as a man. A teenage boy.
Coming to you
So-
as a boy,
as a
as a simping ass.
So I hit him up on Facebook. I'm like, yo, bro, I can't remember dude's name. Dude was a street nigga too. Dude got shot multiple times. Mind you, we in high school. This nigga
Oh,
been
you
shot.
ain't had no
With a
pool.
baby mama, this nigga have been shot. This
Ex
sound like
is a
a hood love story.
This is a Medea
Mind you,
movie.
you was a
waiting
nigga
to
that got
happen.
out.
Mind you,
Had a good time.
So I hit dude up.
They said it's South Lake. Nigga, that sound like Osborne.
So
Brianna wild. She way before her time.
So I hit him up and I'm like,
my
bro,
God.
I ain't trying to start no issue with you. I ain't coming at you. I just want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Such Janae told me this. Is this true? And he's like, yeah, it's true. Like blah blah, this happened. He's like, and if you don't believe me, you could go ask Monique. 'Cause Monique was there.
Oh.
So I call Monique. I'm like, yo, he just told me this. Is this true? And she like, yeah, Clayton, it's true. I'm sorry. Like, She's like, but I got like something else also happened. I'm like, what the fuck you mean something else also happened? She like 2 weeks ago, that night of that phone call, she was like, me and Brianna had a foursome with two niggas that go to school that I'm cool
In
with,
high
that
school?
dapped up in high school. That I'm talking about, like, we see each other, what up, though, blah, blah, blah.
Tapping it up.
Yeah.
Dog, like,
Mondo's disassociated.
dog, like,
Damn,
niggas,
bro.
niggas will,
Harping, bro.
niggas will fuck you over behind your back and dap you up.
Fuck you, Monique. You was still getting dick with her. You ain't told Clay. Oh, she a hoe too. No, fuck her.
Did you want her? Did you want her?
She
Be
was
honest.
closer to Brianna than she was with me.
I bet she was.
She ain't coochie that
Real
night.
close.
I mean, she
They're
kept it a
bonded.
stack, but no, still, man, you a op. You a participant. Bitch, if I didn't ask, you would have never said nothing.
She could have not told me that.
Because she wanted your
If it
girl.
wasn't for Janae, overall,
They all
I wouldn't
fighting
have known
for
nothing.
Hey, listen. You right. She did not have to tell you
She
that.
didn't.
Why the fuck did she tell you that?
She want to have some more
She
fun.
already had a red-handed. She said, oh, let me put some icing on top of this cake.
She could have left that out.
I ate the coochie too.
She could have just been like, yeah, literally. Why did she have to add? You know, high schoolers be adding more information
Yeah,
than they
we all
really
fuck
should.
too. Yeah, we all fucking
Like, she wanted to stick the dagger in there, like, break up with her.
Exactly.
She's a
Because we was
hoe.
cool. I guess because we was cool, she like
Low-key, she was trying to
like,
help
I just
you.
feel like I feel wrong not telling you this.
Because she felt
Yeah.
wrong because she fucked her too.
Because
She had to
y'all,
get it off her
was
chest.
riding into dawn. That's why you felt
It's like, hey, Clay, I fucked her too. I also fucked your
That was her
bitch.
getting that off her chest.
Hey, when she told me that, dog, when I was in school, mind you, when all this, like, getting all this information, I'm in math class, getting all this
Like,
information.
you making phone calls in math class?
I wasn't calling, I was
need
texting.
some.
I'm saying I'm calling, but I was really
I
like
gotta
shooting
get
text.
mine off, Monique. What you want? You ain't trying to do it. I need to
So,
get
like,
my
That's how you get your get back right there.
I'll be like, so what you doing later?
Listen, I always got to get mine before I leave.
You know how hot I was?
gotta get
Luckily, it was like the
mine
last class
before
of the
I
day
leave.
type shit. But like, you know how hot I was, like finding all that shit out. I was like, bro, you got me walking around this bitch looking stupid.
You was sweating more than me when I was telling my
Oh,
story.
my God.
I'm dapping up like the niggas.
Nigga Clay was in the shower with all his clothes on crying.
Then I end
Why
up.
you do this to
Then
me?
once again, a couple years later down the line, I'm in my 20s at this point. I'm catching up with people from high school. I end up finding out that she also fucked somebody else during that time. Mind you, we dated only 3 weeks.
Time out, Clay. This only a 3. But I blame you. I blame
What?
you. You hooked up with a girl who had a kid in high school.
You know what? He ain't never lied.
Blame
He
you.
ain't never lied.
Look at-
blame you.
In retrospect, looking
She know
back
how
on
it
it,
works.
I understand it more. But during that time, it was like I wasn't even trying to date her. It was just fucking down. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling you a little bit, so we just started dating. Blah blah.
Yeah.
Then all this fuck shit happened in a 3-week span.
Can I tell y'all something too?
Mm.
That story.
Did you get some box? Time out. Did you hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Good man.
You're saving yourself
Yeah,
a little
you
bit.
save yourself.
Did you get tested after?
Yeah,
I did.
that was a public
I
swimming
did.
pool.
I did get tested after, but it
Oh,
wasn't
my God.
because of that. It just I got tested
Tested.
because I was getting checkup.
That situation with my high school hoe was also 3 weeks.
Wow.
It don't take long, bro.
It's fast.
Them
Like,
high
shit happened-
school romances be.
Dog, it's a lot of people in my high school, bro. It was like 2,000 people.
I'm telling y'all, all this shit happened to me in South Lake, and mind you, this is a 3-week time period of all
Yeah.
this shit happening.
Yeah,
People switch partners like that. in high
Max a
school.
month. Max
Y'all
a
all
month.
been through everybody.
Bro, when I tell you I was hot, when I was
And we went to a
Officially
small high
together.
school, so it's not like Hazel Park was like
and my friend
everybody
Jessica at the
did
time,
everybody.
she was pissed. Jessica liked me at the time, but like she liked me, but she was always just saying we was just cool. So when I dated Brianna, she was kind of like, man, blah blah, you shouldn't date her.
She's a hoe.
So then, like after all that shit happened, I told her, she's like, I told you. First off, you think I want to hear this right now?
Man, give me some sympathy pussy and get out my face.
And like, secondly, in the words of
Read the room.
in the words of Willie from Friday, you ain't tell me shit.
Yeah.
Rihanna girl.
Monique, no. That Monique.
No, Monique was cool.
I would have
I
used
wasn't even mad at her. I wasn't even mad at Monique. I was like, all right, cool. At least you told me.
Nah, Monique, I'm mad.
I ain't mad at her.
I'm still mad at Monique.
You do what you gotta do,
'Cause I
Monique.
feel like she stuck the dagger in deep. I feel like that was a little jail.
The kid must have been with dad at this time.
No,
another phone.
Dad was the one that she was on top of, and that's the dude who I.
Oh, that was the
After
ex.
Bucks,
Oh,
yeah.
the baby daddy. Oh, duh. It's always the baby daddy.
It's always the baby daddy. It's always the baby daddy.
Mind you, no.
It's
Just
always.
keep stacking
Alicia,
and stacking.
It
In this
always-
3-week span,
Wait, the baby daddy went to your school?
he didn't go to my
Okay,
school, but
okay.
everybody in the school knew who he
the
was.
nigga was.
Like he hung around the school basically.
I
So people
bet
knew
his
who he
baby
Wait a
mama's
minute. Was the nigga even in school?
I was about to say, he was been all this time on the block.
was. To be honest,
Was
I
he
don't
was
know.
he older?
He's standing outside like, don't touch
Yeah,
it.
he was out of school at the time.
Oh, like
He graduated
after high school?
I think he could drop
So he-
out. I think he dropped out. He was a year older than me.
But he
And
had
this
the
happened my
bad
senior year of
boy.
high school.
And it was her junior year.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so I
And
didn't
she got
graduate or
pregnant
dropped out.
her
I have no idea.
freshman year or
Freshman or sophomore year, she would have
I
had.
say
Sophomore year.
freshman year because
Sophomore
the
year.
baby was only how old?
Said a year or
A
not
year.
even.
So that's what
And
I'm saying.
you
She
got
got
9
pregnant freshman
months
year.
to
Bro,
go
y'all asked
through
me
it.
to remember shit that happened in 2000.
Yeah.
No, we
2011.
just trying
No,
to.
we
We're
doing the
trying to
math
paint
right
the
now.
scene.
Damn,
But mind you,
she would have got pregnant.
in a 3-week span, listen, in a 3-week span, 4 different niggas, 5, including me in that. That's 5 different niggas she had.
Dog, like
What am I?
And one girl. We got to add her.
I'm not forgetting about Monique.
Can't forget about Monique, bro.
forget Monique, bro.
She got to
I don't
fly
care.
back up in
I don't
there.
care how you feel about her, and like
So
and her telling you what
She
happened. Like,
oppie
nah,
for
my
sure.
boy Chris, who
She
was
got
on who was on the podcast a couple
Shout out
weeks
to
ago,
Chris.
he was there when I found out. Like he was one of the first niggas I told that this shit happened. When I tell you
How
that
was
this
his reaction?
that nigga was laughing. I'm like,
I would've been laughing too.
Like, nigga,
That's
you
so
think I
like
wanna
me.
I ain't
laugh?
gonna lie.
Like
Hey, you in high school? I'm cracking up.
that nigga was dying laughing,
like,
bro. That nigga ain't
damn.
shit. So when you listen to this nigga, I know your ass laughing now when I'm telling the story because you remember this shit.
My boys would have said, "Bro, we can run her then." That's what my niggas.
Oh,
would
no.
Mind you, I had to drop Chris and Tremaine off at home, so the whole time I'm crying, I'm pissed. This nigga Chris is laughing.
He turned the music on a little bit.
This nigga Clay driving with his head on the window. This man.
But that's how we're gonna have to end this week's
Say,
podcast.
can't
Is-
turn a wife into a hoe.
Bro, when I tell you I found out it was 5 different niggas. At first I thought it was the 2 niggas she had the 4-way with,
Mm-hmm.
her baby daddy. And I thought it was me. Then a couple years later I found out it was a different nigga in there too.
Damn, Clay, you just keep finding out shit.
Bro, that's like I said, but her name ain't Brianna.
Okay.
It is, but it ain't.
Mm.
Allegedly, that's her name.
Allegedly, fuck Brianna. That's my advice for today.
Y'all got any encouraging words before we sign off?
Fuck Brianna. I said what I said.
Be a simp.
Hell no.
Just do it. Just try it out.
What I got, man? My head still trying to wrap around all this shit, man.
Clay, are you okay?
How you think I'll have to learn game quick as fuck?
My mental health is fine.
If you a young,
we talking about the past.
Exactly.
Bro, it took a minute for me to even remember chronologically how all this shit happened.
Damn. If you a young man, he listening to this podcast, don't date a girl pregnant in high school.
For real.
And don't try to turn a hoe to a housewife.
And that's the name of the episode.
And don't forget Monique.
Shout out to Monique.
Monique a real one. I'm still cool with her. All right, y'all. Let's go do it. I'm Clay Tizzle.
I'm Jay Smooth.
Alisha A.
Amondo.
Sign out.
Peace.
Cute.